It's really windy outside, but I wanted to show you this. I don't know if you see right there. The finish is starting to flake off. You can literally scrape it off. It doesn't seem to be all of it, just the last layer. Now, I put 4 layers on here. You're supposed to put 3 or more, and then you sand it, and then you put the last layer on. Although I didn't do the sanding part, I didn't do it on here either. It's not flaking on this, but it's flaking on here. I made sure to put the stain on, wait an entire day. That way it was completely dry. I wiped it off with some of that over there. But yeah, there's no reason for that to happen, but that's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to scrape the rest of this off. Like, it's literally coming off my fingernail. That's just very, very annoying. Like, it seems like it's still here on this section. It's just the last layer. So I'm just probably going to scrape it all off and then leave it. We'll see what happens, but that's really annoying. This is what I used. Now, I was thinking that maybe it has something to do with this and this one right here, but with my test piece, I made sure to test it on that little part. I already got rid of it, but it was that little circular piece that you've seen in the other videos. And it was perfectly fine on there, so I have no idea what went wrong here. Could have been multiple reasons. I didn't do it right in the sunlight, but it was a dry, hot day. So, whatever. Nothing I could do about it. I'm just going to try to scrape it off because that looks really bad. So what I'm probably going to do is take all the speakers out. I'm going to scrape it. I would sand it, but I don't want to sand any of the other layers off on this thing right here. So I'm just going to probably scrape it with my finger, grab some like plastic scraper and try to scrape it off where I don't make marks. So yeah, speakers are going to be pulled. I don't want to pull the entire face off. I'll just probably flip this thing upright and then hit it again if I have to. But maybe I'll just leave the speakers for now. That way I don't get any of that flaky stuff inside. But I don't know. I'm going to be scraping at it for a while. Alright, so I want to give you guys an update here on what's going on. I started scraping this with my fingernail, and it's kind of a pain in the butt to get off. I even tried doing it with this, and it doesn't want to come off properly, so it would take me forever to scrape it all off. I decided to start picking in some areas like right here, and it doesn't want to come off. So it's flaking in some areas, just not everywhere. So I decided to go, screw it. I'm going to put a little bit of finish right here, and then I'm going to put some up here. So basically the finish is over the part that I scraped off, and then the finish up here is in between what is existing and what I scraped off. I'm just kind of seeing if it will merge together. And I put a little bit over here. The reason why I thought of doing this is if I can put more finish over everything that is flaking, hopefully it won't flake off again. It will actually stay solid, where if you go to try to scrape it, it won't scrape off. That's my theory. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'm literally going to have to take this entire cover off. I'm going to have to take the speakers off. I'm going to have to sand this and redo it again. And hopefully this time it's not going to start flaking. And that's something I don't want to do, but I may end up having to do it, which is really annoying. Well, it's the next day. It's Friday the 23rd. Hopefully I can get away with a quick patch without having to sand everything. So let's find out. Let's move you out of the way. Alright, let's have a look at this thing in the light. If I can see some type of shine. So you can kind of somewhat see what's been scratched off here and what's been patched. You can see it's been patched here. You can kind of see where it's been scraped off. Let's see if I can scrape it. Oh no. Yeah, even the patch is being scraped off. See it right there. Now I patched up here too. Again. Fuck. And I scraped all this off. Okay, it's not scraping there. So it looks like I may have to sand it all off and do it again. How about up here? No, not up here. Strange. How about here? No. Kinda, but no. I'm not sure why it's scraping off there though. 'Cause that's awkward. Alright, all the screws are out of this thing, and this is being held on by adhesive, so let's see how strong this stuff really is. Holy hell! I can't get it off. Holy. I think this is permanent now. That ain't good. Like I'm really pulling on it. I don't want to break the face. Damn. That means I would have to take the speakers out and then sand it there and hope that none of this crap ends up inside. I didn't realize that the adhesive was going to make it permanent. I can't pull that apart. Well, the screws ended up wobbling out. I wouldn't have to worry about the face coming off. Damn. Why does this have to happen? So I just ran into another problem. I can't get the speaker terminal off of that speaker there without breaking it. So my only option is to flip this thing upright so this face is facing up and try to scrape the stuff off as best as possible and then hit it again with the speakers in because I can't get the face off. Tried yanking on that. Man, that adhesive from the dollar store is insane. Just that double-sided foam. That stuff is nuts. I don't even have it in here now. Thought I did, but yeah, that really sucks how it's like this. But good news right there, it's not peeling there, and that's where I put some, well, it is a bit. I'm definitely going to keep that off for a while and see what happens with that. While I'm talking about that, my piece should be in today too. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty tiny. That's good. See where you sit now. So you come out just a little bit. There. How does that sit? That's fairly okay, I think. Ew. I'm gonna run right into the mains voltage, ain't I? Game's gonna be upside down if I do that, but I can always put my own sticker on there. We'll see though. It would be better just to have it here because that's where the buck converter is, but that just looks silly. It just looks like it should be that way, that direction. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think that over. Right now I got other issues. That stupid issue right there. and I can't even remove it, so I'm just gonna have to go over it and try to scrape off as much as possible. Very, very annoying. And I'm kind of wondering with this fast charger that I can just take this plate here and then flip it upside down to where this can be facing down and something like that. And I just started picking off one of the bottom legs here, and there was a screw underneath it. I won't be able to do this on camera, but I don't think. Yeah, there is a screw underneath one of these. Yeah, there's one right there. So I'm going to take the screws out and have a look. Alright, so I just took the screws out. Oh. Still being held together. Oh, it's coming apart now. There we are. Okay. And so this is going to have to be flipped in one direction unless I can break this section out. Flip it around, because everything here, like these screw sections here, look the exact same. I probably can get away with this, just breaking this out right here, flipping you around, maybe. Probably have to break that off as well. I'm gonna see what I can do here. Yeah, I think I can get away with this. I just gotta break this section out, just like you see here. Break that off. That way this can be flipped around properly. And should work. It really didn't take long at all. I just broke it off with that and then scraped the rest of it off with that. So let's go ahead and put this together. This was originally where it was. So we want that end facing to the new location now, like so. And stick you back on. Yeah, it went on just fine. Well, screws are lined up. Let me just screw these in. Before I put it back together, I put a tiny little piece of foam right here. That way I can give it its support back, because I did break it off over here, right? So I thought put that there, which would fit just nicely right there. Awesome. Well, that went really well. I was able to flip this over the other way, so now this will be pointing closer to the fan and not out near the back section close to the mains line. I don't want that. Yeah. Charges just fine. That's good. It's actually really good. That solves my issue now. You can see that would be much better. It can go straight down. There's plenty of room here that I can just have the cable dangling and move off that direction to the buck converter. So I can get you as close as possible to the edge, or anywhere in between. It doesn't really matter, but that's much better. Fast charger is facing the right direction now. See, if I had it like this, again, those cables would be right in the way, the mains lines, and I don't want that. I don't want a little cable like this in between that. So yeah, that's much better for me. So I have my measurements now, and here's where I'm going to drill the hole all the way down to the bottom. I'm going to sink it in here to the same thickness as you see right here. And same thing goes with this for this section right here. So I'm going to get to it. My bit just broke on my router. And look what it just did. I don't know what to say. Alright, it's time to give you guys an update. I just want to let you know that that top is not the same one that you've seen before. I had to rebuild because when I went to make that hole for the charger, well, have a look at this bit. I don't know if you can see that, but this caused some mayhem. As soon as I went to put this bit in, she snapped and the router went, ugh, so that completely screwed it and made a big giant hole. And this was the last piece I had. I didn't want to use this because it is curved a little bit, but I have no choice. I'm using it anyways. It didn't turn out too bad, but as you can see, that's what I mean. You can hear it. So this is all done again. This time, when I went and bought a new bit, I got a really small one, and I redid this and the bottom part, and as you can see, it's straight. It's not crooked like before, and this time it puts more support for this when you go to plug in. So that's awesome. Yeah, the charger is ready to go. Where the heck is it? It's up here somewhere. Ah, there you are. I'll show it to you. And yeah, just sits right on in there. And now since I got it in, I'm gonna have a hard time getting it back out. But she's nice and smooth. It is a little bit deeper because I think I might use double-sided sticky tape. I don't want to permanently put it in there just in case this thing screws up. I can actually pull it out. But yeah. Also, new feature. Got a little kickstand. Slide right into the hole here. There we are. So now, it'll stay up. And I can do all my wiring. Eventually, I'm going to get the fan. I'm going to have it wired all the way down here. And then from there, it's going to go straight over here into the buck converter. It's probably just going to hang over these wires. I don't know. Maybe I might make it nice and neat going along the edge here. Yeah, now the kickstand is in the way, isn't it? Oh no, I can do it from down here. Make it nice and neat. Go into the front and then straight into here. Maybe. Into here. I don't know. I'm going to try to keep it as organized as possible. Same thing goes with those if I can. Oh, crap. I didn't think of that. I kind of stole the hinge off of this little box. This. Okay, yeah, there's plenty of room there. I was kind of wondering, that's quite far away from each other. I wonder. Well, kind of give me an idea. I'm going down here. I do this with one hand. Oh, I got plenty. Okay, so I can tie those together as well, and then have it go straight down this way, down here, probably right over here, jump across there and into here. So yeah, I want to try to do as best as I can for cable management, so even when I go to open this thing up and I go to close it, things aren't going to bunch up together. Same thing with this cord. That's long enough that I can probably keep it squished there. But yeah, try to keep it organized as much as possible. I do have Velcro straps. I think I got some sticky black ones that I could stick to it, and then have Velcro straps attached to the wires. That way they can stick to that. I don't know. I'll figure it out though. But yeah, it's actually not too bad. I fixed this issue. At least I hope I did. I went and put some more over it. I'm not going to attempt to scratch it off. I'm just going to leave it as is. Hopefully it doesn't peel, but I'm not going to bother scratching. And anyways, this is going to be completely covered with that cover back there, which I haven't shown you guys yet. I promised that I would show you with the cover, and I didn't do that yet. So let's have a look here. Let's put this cover on. I'm going to put it on temporarily. Ugh. That wire's in the way now. Just enough where I can somewhat sit in. Yeah, good enough. It's somewhat sitting. Yeah, but look at that. Let's remove this real quick. Yeah, have a look at that. That actually looks pretty badass. Wireless charger, view meters, the fan, intake, your control knobs, auxiliary in, that. Then you got your power and power switch on the back. And the power switch is lit up too. We even got vents in the back here for the airflow going in here and out that way. Yeah, that looks pretty good. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah, well, I still need to fix some issues with this piece. Oh, that's another thing too. This is a really bad piece too, because if you have a look right here, if you see the wood, it's curved downwards. Well, the back was pretty bad. Have a look at the back here. It's not as bad now, but it was way worse than this. There was a big giant gap here. I had to use a bunch of filler and then sand it down, so it looks quite nice now. Well, you can see that there was a screw up. It wasn't my fault though, it's just the wood. But yeah, I'm gonna have to use some more filler. I'm gonna fill the inside all the way around here. Same thing here. Make it nice as well. I did that all the way around this piece. I got enough filler left. Oh, and if you guys don't know how to make filler, it's quite easy really. All you need is something to put it in, some type of glue, Elmer's glue, and sawdust. That's all you need. I kept a lot of sawdust because I knew that I was going to use some eventually. So all you have to do is just put some sawdust in there, put some glue, mix it all together where it's not runny. It's got a texture but not too dry. It has to be a little bit runny. Just wet enough that it's going to stick, right? And then you just stick your finger and you just jam it in the cracks and fill it up and then let it dry for the night or for a few hours and then sand it off and then voila. That's it. That's all you have to do. There. Nice hinter for you. But yeah, I'm going to get back at it.